UFC 323 ceremonial weigh-ins just ended, so you guys know the deal. It's your boy Jake from Topside MMA, and in this video, we're going to go over all the weigh-ins, the face-offs, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to make your picks and your bets for UFC 323. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, first up, we got Muhammad Naimov versus Mairon Santos. Mairon Santos came in overweight, 147.5. He couldn't make it. He actually didn't really even try to cut down the last pound and a half towards the end. He had about 2 hours to cut, and when he did come, I forget exactly when he came in, when he actually made weight the first time in the morning, but he had more time to cut weight. He just kind of gave up and he said, nope, I'm not doing this anymore. So I don't know if it was really a strategic thing or if it was a medical type of thing. I don't know what the deal was for him not even trying to cut the weight. It seemed more to be like a strategic thing because he did look a lot better later on, as we'll talk about the ceremonial weigh-ins. But so this was them early in the morning, like I talked about earlier this morning. This was them the first time they had to make weight. Naimov came in looking really good, so I will say he seemed to have a great weight cut. He seems totally fine, ready to go. Santos, on the other hand, he looked like death. I mean, I already made the thumbnail for this, so if you guys saw him on the thumbnail, he looked like shit. He really did look pretty bad this morning. Not the best look on the scales. Now, this is them later on this evening at the ceremonial weigh-ins. Naimov came in with the hat. I don't know what it is. Kind of crazy. Obviously, it's some religious or cultural thing, but he came in looking fine on the scales, 146. And Mairon Santos came in looking a lot better than before. I mean, anything would have been better than how he looked earlier this morning. So I gotta say, I don't really know. Was it a strategic thing? Was it some issue he had cutting the weight? He just said maybe this could affect my fight performance. I don't really know. I'm not too torn one way or another. You can't really tell all that much. This was them at the face-offs. He seemed all right. Mairon Santos didn't seem the best, but he didn't seem bad. It's hard to get a really good read on this, but definitely not a good thing. You don't want to see your fighter losing or missing weight like this. You don't want to see him looking that terrible on the scale. So overall, not the best look for Santos. Gives me a little bit less confidence in him overall for this fight. But anyway, next up, we got Mansur Abdul-Malik versus Antonio Trocoli. This is going to be an interesting fight, I will say. Mansur Abdul-Malik, the first time they had to come make weight, you can see right here, he looked pretty good. You know, he was pretty quiet, stuck to himself, not all loud and proud like anything like that. He seemed very focused, kind of locked in. Same with Antonio Trocoli, though. He seemed fine. He seemed dialed in. Both guys seemed to have a pretty good weight cut. No issues from either guy stood out to me from the earlier morning weigh-ins, or as you can see, ceremonial weigh-ins. These guys both looked fine to me. Nothing stood out to me. I will say, though, the one thing that did stand out to me was Mansur Abdul-Malik. This guy came out looking as confident as can be. It almost reminded me of Atabagatier when he was fighting Tristan Vines. It was like the smile on his face when he came out here. He knew, like, all right, this is going to be a winnable fight for me, and he damn sure should win this fight. The odds reflect where he should probably be at, honestly. I mean, he really should win this fight. He looked good. In terms of the scales and the weigh-ins, though, not a whole lot stood out to me. He obviously seems very confident. This was the two of them later in the face-offs. You can obviously tell Mansur was getting a little bit confident out there. You could tell he's feeling himself a bit. In Trocoli, it's probably not going to be a good day at work for him tomorrow. I will say Mansur has got to be an extremely confident pick. He looked damn good. I like to see the confidence in him because he's a humble guy too. So to see him kind of coming out here with smiles on his face and looking this confident makes me even more confident that Mansur is going to handle business and take care of Antonio Trocoli and get his ass out of there. So Mansur Abdul-Malik, confident pick. Next up, this is kind of what this fight is going to end up being like. It's going to be, I got a little follow-up to this one later on, but Hydrogen Bomb versus Coffin Baby. That's kind of what we're at right now. But anyway, next up, we got Iwo Baraniewski versus Ibo Aslan, 206 and 205.5 respectively. Both guys look pretty good on the scales. You know, Iwo Baraniewski, absolute specimen. I mean, he's a unit. Even Ibo Aslan, I mean, he's very big. He's strong. You know, these guys are both tanks pretty much. But the first time they had to make weight, as you can see, both guys look really good. They seem to have pretty perfect weight cuts. Nothing negative from either guy. This was them later on at the ceremonials. As you can see, a bit of the same. Ibo Aslan has some of the worst gyno I've ever seen, as you can see. But yeah, besides that, I mean, that's not really going to affect his fight performance. More so just the next thing. But it is what it is. In terms of how they came in, ceremonials, both guys seem fine, ready to go. Not a whole lot different than how they were when they originally had to make weight the first time. So they seem fine. Both guys seem ready to go. The face-offs were pretty damn intense, though. I will say. I mean, they were mean-mugging each other. It was pretty damn intense. But for Ibo Aslan, how can you go Mr. Tough Guy, mean-mugging, trying to seem like you're going to knock this dude's head off? But we just saw what you did to Billy Elikana. Where was the energy there? Who knows? How is he going to perform in this fight? Who the hell knows? I think Iwo should get the job done, but this could be a tricky fight. You know, Ibo Aslan does still hit pretty damn hard, so there's a chance either guy could get a knockout here. I wouldn't be mind-blown. But anyway, next up, we got Edson Barboza versus Jalin Turner. We got our boy, the Tarantula, back. I mean, holy shit, he looks insane. I mean, look at his muscles on his muscles. I mean, the dude is lean as can be. Edson Barboza, on the other hand, you got to give him props because he looks absolutely incredible. At his age, when he's done fighting, he should be a bodybuilder. I mean, he looks fantastic. I mean, the dude is jacked, shredded, muscular as could be. I mean, he has a career outside of the cage. That's all you got to say there. And with Jalin Turner, he looks lean, shredded, ready to go. Obviously, his weight cuts are not the best. They can't affect his cardio because you can see in the times where he has slowed down in the octagon, it's got to, at least a part of it has to be due to his huge weight cuts that he has to make. As you can see, his big-ass frame cutting down to this weight class is pretty damn tough, but he did seem to have a pretty good weight cut, I will say. He wasn't too loud or wasn't too, he was kind of sticking to himself. He was a bit quiet, not anything, and that's not really a good or a bad thing. He was just, you could tell weight cuts probably aren't the best for him. It's a bit of a draining process. So yeah, it wasn't really showing too much emotion for good or for bad. So anyway, next up, this was them at the ceremonials. These pictures are a bit blurry, not because of me, because they were moving so damn fast. The camera footage from the UFC was pretty much lacking, but it kind of shows you everything you need to see. This was them at the ceremonials. You can see Jalin Turner definitely filled in a bit more than Edson Barboza. As you can see, I know the pictures aren't great here, but Edson Barboza does seem about the same, whereas Jalin Turner, you can definitely see him fill in a little bit more in this. He seems a lot more dry, a lot more shredded, whereas you can tell, obviously, big weight cuts, the guy's going to rehydrate. Makes sense. But yeah, he seemed to be pretty good. He was kind of had the same vibe where he was kind of like sticking to himself, being a bit quiet, a bit focused, rather. I don't know. Just a bit quiet overall, but he was smiling and shaking hands with some guys, so I don't think it was a bad thing. I think he was just kind of locking in a bit. So, in terms of the face, I had this one first. I'm sorry, little one. It's like Thanos. You feel bad for Edson Barboza. The man has not been given too many gifts, and this is not a gift. I do feel bad for our boy Edson Barboza. But anyway, this was them at the face-offs. They seemed all business. It was all respect, though. They were shaking hands. They smiled. It was all love, all respect. But holy moly, Jalin Turner is huge. Reach advantage, height advantage. He's going to touch the chin of Edson Barboza, and we've seen that chin be absolute dust. I see this fight be nothing different. Jalin Turner, probably by violent knockout in round 1, most likely. But anyway, next up, we got Marvin Vettori versus Bruno Ferreira. This was a really interesting one. I'm going to put a clip in here of Bruno Ferreira walking out, because when he walked out the first time he had to make weight, it was super interesting. It caught my eye. He was almost walking with a limp. I'm going to have this clip. Maybe I put the clip in here already. Maybe I didn't. But there's going to be a clip coming here soon where it's going to be Bruno Ferreira. When he made the walkout, you guys got to let me know. Maybe he was limping. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was acting. I have no idea. Hopefully the clip is playing right now. You can see the man walking. Hopefully you can see it in the background right now as it's playing in the post-production realm after I record this video. But you can see that video. Am I crazy? Watch that one back. Let me know, because I swear he came out there. It looked like he had a limp. He comes out. He misses weight. You can see in the picture here, he did not look great. I mean, he looked like a dead man walking out there, whereas Marvin Vettori had this weird look on his face too. He kind of seemed a bit off. Not too off, but more so Bruno Ferreira seemed bad. I mean, he missed weight, seemed terrible. It looked like he had a limp when he was walking up. I was like, okay, what the hell is going on with Bruno Ferreira? This was the first time they had to make weight. This was later on at the ceremonials, though. He seems happy-go-lucky, got the Hulk hands on. He seems ready to go. Was he acting? Was he not? Maybe he just said, screw it, I don't want to cut any more weight. That's the thing, too. We know he has bad cardio. Maybe these weight cuts were affecting his cardio. Now he's going against a guy like Marvin Vettori. Maybe he's expecting it to go longer. Maybe he's really relying on that cardio. Maybe he said, okay, this is a strategic weight cut, or weight miss. I want to keep the extra pounds on so I can go all 3 rounds with this Marvin Vettori dude who's very durable and can go long. Maybe, I don't know. It could be either way. There's no way to really know for sure, but it was suspicious. He did seem a lot better just a few hours later, so it makes you think, is he faking something? Is he just not wanting to make weight? If you guys watch that clip, it looked like he was limping a bit too, so you guys let me know. I don't really know how to read this one, but either way, it's not a good look for your boy Bruno Ferreira. Not the best look to see him missing weight like this. Marvin Vettori, he came out here, made weight like it was nothing. Business as usual. This was them at the face-offs. I gotta say, Marvin Vettori towered over Bruno Ferreira. I mean, he looks huge compared to Bruno Ferreira in this spot. And if you were to ask a random person, you'd be like, okay, which one of these guys do you think missed weight? You probably would go with Marvin Vettori. I mean, he looks absolutely massive compared to Bruno Ferreira. This is another angle of it. It was kind of funny. He was like side-eyeing Bruno Ferreira. He's like, you mother effer, you really missed a weight. And Bruno Ferreira has this look on his face like, hopefully he doesn't know that I'm faking this weight cut, this weight miss. I don't know, just the interaction here, it was pretty funny. It had me laughing. But anyway, this is kind of how this fight is going to go, though. I mean, you got an unstoppable force versus an immovable object. Who is going to win? This is going to be really interesting. And this whole weight miss and the whole looking like he had a limp or something, it kind of throws everything off. It's going to be a tricky fight to predict. We will have to see how this one goes. But next up, we got Nazim Sadykhov versus Ziam. Both guys came in making weight, looked pretty damn good on the scales the first time they had to make weight, as you guys can see. They both look fine. They look ready to go. Business as usual. They seem fine, healthy, ready to go. This was them later on at the ceremonial weigh-ins. Our boy Nazim Sadykhov. I'm hoping he gets the job done, man. I feel like a traitor for not picking him in the spot. I'm praying. I want Nazim Sadykhov to win so damn bad. Please, if you guys got give me some confidence. Let me know if there's something I'm missing in this fight. I just feel like Ziam probably gets it done. I'm praying Sadykhov gets it done, though. But on terms of the scales, they both seem fine. They both seem ready to go. Ceremonials, both guys seem fine. This was them at the face-off. The height difference is going to be crazy. I worry about Sadykhov just with this reach disadvantage and height disadvantage. I mean, it's going to be tough for him. Actually, I don't know. Wait, what is the reach disadvantage? I don't think wait, is it that big or is it not? Holy shit, it's 6 inches. Yeah, damn, I forgot it was that big. It's going to be tough, man. It's going to be real challenging for Nazim Sadykhov to crash the pocket. He's a southpaw going against the orthodox, so he might have some opportunities available for him. He's just going to have to make this ugly. He's going to have to make it nasty. I'm hoping he gets the job done. I'm hoping he can do it. This just feels like one of those where it's a biased pick of like everyone wants Sadykhov to win. Everyone's picking Sadykhov. Ziam might just weasel this one out. There's another fight that's just like this. But anyway, hoping Sadykhov gets the job done. But in terms of the scales, though, at least both guys seem fine. They seem healthy, ready to go. Should be a good, fun scrap between these two guys. So next up, if you guys like the content, help your boy out with the algorithm and drop a comment. It takes 2 seconds, helps a ton with the video. So thank you guys so much for all the love. Next up, we got Maycee Barber versus Karine Silva. Now, this is going to be a banger of a fight. I'm not going to lie. The more that the time has gone on, I've got more and more excited for this fight. I think it's going to be a banger. I think it's going to be a scrap. Both these girls were looking like savages out there. So in terms of the first time they had to make weight, both girls came in making weight. They seem fine, ready to go, healthy. They didn't really seem to have bad weight cuts. They seemed like they just cut weight pretty damn easily. Seemed fine, ready to go. This was them later on at the ceremonials. I mean, Karine Silva was tweaking the hell out. I mean, she was screaming like a madman out there or a mad woman. Absolutely insane, but I like it. It's kind of crazy, kind of sick. It's going to be a banger of a fight. This was them at the face-offs. Holy shit. I mean, they were in each other's faces. It was pretty intense. I mean, look at the nose to nose. I mean, they're like smashing each other's faces in. It's more intense than most guys' face-offs. So pretty crazy look. I mean, this is kind of what it kind of reminded me of that. But anyway, next up, we got Terrance McKinney versus Duncan. This is going to be an absolute banger of a fight. I'm so damn excited for this one. I'm kind of scared for this one, too. I like both these guys a lot. I don't want to see either one of them lose. But it's going to be fireworks. It's going to be amazing. The first time these guys had to make weight, they both came in looking fine, ready to go. Both guys came in at 156 pounds, ready to go. Duncan, you could tell with the shades on, there was a moment where the first time he had to make weight, he took the shades off. He definitely has a very sunken in face. He has those shades on for a reason. But I will say, he seemed a bit sunken in a little bit the first time he made weight, but at the ceremonials, he seemed fine, ready to go. I mean, he was feeling himself, the face paint. He's looking like Paul Craig 2.0 out here. Pretty nuts. But yeah, Terrance McKinney seemed absolutely ready to go as well. Both these guys seem fine, healthy. Nothing stood out to me negatively from either guy. They both seem fine, healthy, ready to go. Going to be a fun scrap. In terms of the face-offs, this is going to be a banger of a fight. But yeah, both guys it was very nice. They were very cordial, respectful. Going to be a fun scrap. Super excited for this one. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is like the opposite. This is like coughing bomb versus hydrogen baby. Like, someone's getting put out. I mean, if this fight were to start round 3, I would be mind blown. It's going to be a banger. It's going to be bombs going off. It's going to be amazing. But anyway, next up, we got Dawson versus Manuel Torres. Dawson had to bring out the tent. He couldn't make weight at first, but I will say he seemed totally fine. He didn't seem like he had any real problems at all. Got the tent out in about 2 seconds, made weight real quick. Boom. Ready to go. Both guys made weight, seemed fine. Manuel Torres, you can definitely tell he has a tough weight cut. I mean, the dude is huge and he is lean as can be. You can tell these weight cuts are not easy on him. You can see it in his face too, under his eyes. But I will say he looked great. Both guys seemed fine. Didn't seem to have a bad weight cut at all. Just not the easiest, but they both made it perfectly fine. This was them later on at the ceremonials. This was hilarious. Look, Manuel Torres, he has Joe Rogan admiring him from a distance. I'm like, Joe Rogan, why are you staring at Manuel Torres? He's admiring Manuel Torres. He's admiring the guns. I don't know what. Maybe he's wondering, like, how the hell did you get TRT like that? Where's your TRT source? But anyway, this was them at the face-off. They seemed fine, ready to go. It's going to be a fun scrap. This could go a million different ways. I heard Manuel Torres saying he wants to test his own wrestling of Grant Dawson, or test his wrestling against Grant Dawson's. Who the hell knows how this one's going to go? Should be a banger, though. I'm pretty excited. I got Dawson as a pick for now. This is just like the Sadykhov fight. I'm like, dude, I want Manuel Torres to win so damn bad, but it just feels like a bias. If I'm picking him, it feels like a biasy pick. You know what I mean? It feels like pretty biased in the sense of Grant Dawson, 11-1 in the UFC. The dude has been absolutely unstoppable, and he has the tools to beat Manuel Torres. But there's the chance. Maybe Manuel Torres knocks his head clean off. We'll have to see, but it's a tough one. If you got any other good points for this one, too, to point me towards our boy Manuel Torres, let me know. But I'm worried, man. I'm worried that the wrestling of Grant Dawson is going to be too much. But anyway, next up, we got Jan Blachowicz. I always say his name wrong. Blachowicz versus Bogdan Guskov. Now, I will say, these guys, it's going to be a battle. I mean, from the first time they had to make weight to the face-offs that we're going to talk about in a second, it was pretty damn entertaining. Or maybe not the first time they made weight. We'll talk about the face-offs here in a second, though. But both guys made weight, looked ready to go. Totally fine. Jan still got it. Unk still got it. He's pushing 42, 43. He still looks damn good. I mean, I got to say, he's still in shape. Maybe not quite Bogdan Guskov in shape. That's the same level, but he still looks pretty damn good for his age. You got to respect it. Both guys made weight, looked absolutely great, ready to go. This was then later on at the ceremonials. Maybe I just got a bad picture of Jan here. I mean, he did look a little dad bod mode where Bogdan Guskov is shredded, ready to go. I mean, he is the hitman. He kind of fits the nickname. It's ready to go. I mean, he looks like it. So both guys at the ceremonials look totally fine, ready to go. The face-offs, though, this was the crazy part about this. I mean, holy shit. Bogdan Guskov kind of got mogged a bit, I will say. I mean, Jan he was kind of, I don't know what. He was kind of making him look soft out there. I'm not going to lie. Jan kind of pulled the crafty vet face-off. I mean, that's pretty much what this was. I mean, this is another angle of it. Jan was trying to get him to make eye contact. Bogdan Guskov was not having it. He was refusing to make eye contact. Kind of weird. It was definitely a weird vibe. I mean, Jan, crafty vet face-off right there. I mean, that's what you want to see from your crafty vet. Jan was trying to have all the smoke. Guskov was not having any of it. If that affects the fight, I mean, nah, probably not. But, I mean, I thought it was pretty funny to include in this. You know, you never know. I mean, you don't love to see timid body language like that. Maybe Jan comes out here, keeps that same energy into the fight. Maybe Bogdan Guskov can't handle the grappling onset of Jan. We've seen him struggle there before. Jan took down guys like Ferreira. Could do the same to Guskov. We'll have to see. The pick's got to be Jan, but I won't be surprised. This is one I keep going back and forth on, too, because statistically, there's about a 72% chance that Guskov wins. So, honestly, for him at underdog odds, it's probably good value, but we'll get to the best bets. We got that video coming later, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, oh yeah, this is funny too. Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and this picture. I had this in I think the last pay-per-view, we had this meme too, but it just fits. I mean, holy shit. He looks exactly like Anthony Smith. We haven't seen this stuff. But anyway, next up, Henry Cejudo versus Peyton Talbot. The height difference in this is crazy. I mean, you can see where the picture's cut off because I had to try, I lined up all the pictures to be the same size, you know, and Peyton Talbot was just towering over him. The picture's slammed way over. But anyway, Henry Cejudo, I guess I kind of did him dirty with this picture, but he was tweaking out in scales. I got another clip. I'm going to have a clip of Henry Cejudo bugging out in scales right here. It should be playing now. Oh, this way. The clip should be playing. I mean, he was kind of tweaking on the scales. He was kind of tweaking. This clip should be playing. Maybe it's over. Maybe it's not. Now it's over. Okay, if you guys can see, I mean, he was kind of bugging out on the scales a bit. It was kind of funny. I don't know if he had a really bad weight cut or what. It didn't seem like he had a great cut, though. I will say, it is a bit concerning if you're on the Henry Cejudo side, whereas with Peyton Talbot, he seemed to have a very great weight cut, no problems whatsoever. This was the first time these guys had to make weight, 136 for both guys. This was later on at the ceremonials. Henry Cejudo tweaking out as per usual. Peyton Talbot chilling, I guess. Both guys seem fine, though. They seem ready to go. Henry Cejudo definitely seemed to not have the best cut initially earlier this morning, but later on at the ceremonial weigh-ins, he seemed pretty fine. He seemed ready to go, so not too many questions or too many negative things to see about Henry Cejudo at the ceremonial weigh-ins. He seemed fine. He seemed ready to go. This was the face-off, though. Holy shit. Pretty damn crazy, I gotta say. I mean, the height difference, the size difference, Talbot was towering over Cejudo. I mean, weight classes exist for a reason, and yeah, Cejudo stepping up is probably, not the best move. I mean, he's pushing Unk status, I get it, but at the same time, Peyton Talbot is a true bantamweight. This is where he should be. It's going to be an interesting fight. Yeah, this was Geeked versus Locked In. They both had these, like, funny-ass looks on their faces. But anyway, oh yeah, POV, Cejudo actually wrestles. This was after Talbot lost to Ronnie Barcelos. This is Frank Ocean, most of them. Gotta cook tonight, P. It's same vibes, though. If Cejudo actually tries to wrestle, which he won't, he won't, but if he did, this could look like the last Ronnie Barcelos fight. But anyway, we got Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira. This is going to be an absolute banger. In terms of the first time these guys had to make weight, Taira definitely seemed to have a bit more difficult of a time making weight compared to our boy Brandon Moreno. But overall, both guys seemed totally fine. Nothing really stood out from either guy. They both seemed fine, ready to go. They're professionals. This was them later on at the ceremonials. Tatsuro Taira out here throwing up gang signs. He does that all the time. I don't know what the hell that means or what that is. If someone knows what that is, please let me know in the comments. He does that all the time. I don't know what that means. Is that like I don't even know what that is. If you guys know what that is, let me know in the comments. But I don't know. But these seem fine. Yeah, this is kind of what this fight reminds me of. I mean, we got Aztec Warrior versus Samurai. I mean, it's like a duel as old as time. It's going to be a banger of a fight. It's going to be awesome. But, yeah, if you guys know what that is, please let me know. I genuinely have no idea what that is. But I mean, it looks like Tatsuro Taira is throwing up gang signs every time he does that. I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea. But it fits accordingly. But anyway, this was them at the face-offs. They were all respectful, mean mugging, not a little bit maybe, but they seemed pretty fine, pretty respectful. I don't know, Tatsuro Taira, he has this look like he's trying to like mog him or something. Like he looks like he's trying to like clip farm out here. I don't know what he's doing, but he could probably be a model. I mean, he got a nice side profile from Tatsuro Taira. He looks like he could be an Olay or like a makeup model or something. He has a career outside of the octagon with other things. But in terms of his fighting abilities, it's going to be a good scrap between these two guys. I'm excited for it. I'm praying Brandon Moreno gets the job done, though. Brandon Moreno is my guy. He's one of my favorite fighters. I hope he gets the job done. Please, Brandon Moreno. We need a win from him this Saturday. But anyway, next up, we got Alexander Pantoja versus Joshua Van in the title fight for the flyweight belt. This is going to be a good scrap. Both guys made weight 125 at 124.5 respectively for both guys. They both seem fine. I mean, Alexander Pantoja has been coming through this whole fight week just in like this locked in, dialed in mode where Joshua Van's been laughing and smiling the whole time. I don't know which way to really take that. I mean, on the one hand though, I know how to take Pantoja. Pantoja means business. He's not underestimating Joshua Van. He's taking him very seriously, and I love to see that. You know, I think Pantoja should definitely win in this spot. So seeing Josh Van kind of have this like happy-go-lucky attitude, I don't know how you take that though. Is he just super confident? Or is he almost delusional? Probably a bit of both. We'll have to see how it plays out. I mean, you got to respect it, though. You got to respect Josh Van. He's absolutely killing it at only 24 years old. He's an absolute beast. I love both these guys. It's going to be a super fun scrap. But first time they had to make weight, both guys seem fine, ready to go. This was them at the ceremonials. Same thing. Both guys look fine. Both guys look ready to go. They seem totally fine, totally healthy, seem to have good weight cuts. It's going to be a fun scrap. This was them at the face-offs. This is going to be a fun scrap. I mean, we got the crafty vet versus the young up-and-comer. It's going to be a banger. This is what this reminds me of, though. But these two, you're the number one contender. I get the rank of champ, right? I get the flyweight belt, right? We do not grant you the rank of master. We don't do it. It feels like the same thing. I mean, literally. But anyway, guys, if you made it this far, just subscribe to your boy. It's completely free and helps a ton with the channel. You know, helps with the growth with all the videos and whatnot. So if you like the content, subscribe for more. It means a lot. And thank you guys for all the love and the support. But next up, finally in the main event, we got Merab Dvalishvili versus Petr Yan, 135 pounds for both men. They both made weight. Obviously, the fight's still on for the belt, obviously. But they're ready to go, totally fine. They seem to have both had pretty good weight cuts, I will say. Because Merab's one of these guys where sometimes we see him weigh in, and he looks like absolute death on the scales. This did not seem like it. It seemed like this was one of his better weight cuts, if anything. He seemed fine, ready to go. I had the morning weigh-in show on, and he came on after he made his weight. He seemed fine, ready to go. He was all happy-go-lucky. I mean, we know he doesn't have the best weight cuts, so to see him have one of his better weight cuts for this fight does give me a little bit more confidence in Merab in the spot, because sometimes, you know, bad weight cuts could make him have chin problems, or maybe amplify any chin problem he had, or it could make him a little bit less or more weary or a little bit less durable. But after seeing him like this, he seems to be in great shape. He seemed to have a great weight cut. It's got to make you a bit more confident in Merab, especially it's probably the only way that Petr Yan's going to beat him is by knocking him out. So seeing him have a great weight cut, it's got to make you a bit more confident in Merab this week. But like I said, first time they made weight, both guys seem fine, ready to go. This was them at the ceremonial weigh-ins. I mean, Petr Yan is dressing like he's still in Russia, so you can't really see a whole lot, but Merab looks absolutely insane. I mean, he looks like a freak of nature in terms of how jacked and yoked he is. I mean, the dude is a specimen. He's the machine for a reason. Shredded as can be. He's an absolute unit. He's probably going to get the job done, too. I mean, we see him at the face-off stuff. Not a whole lot stood out from either guy. They both seem fine, ready to go. Mean mug and face-off. Merab means business, man. This is not the way that I would go about this if I was Petr Yan. If I'm Petr Yan, the last thing I want to do is piss off Merab, because I feel like a Merab that's pissed off, dude, he's gonna shoot 80 takedowns. He's just gonna go out of his way to try and bully you. I mean, against Corey Sandhagen, he was striking a bit more. Maybe he was trying to test the striking, but now Petr Yan's talking shit. Saying he doesn't have any girls in his jacuzzi, and that kind of really pissed Merab off. I could see Merab coming out here shooting 85 takedowns. I mean, the dude, he's mad, he's pissed off, he doesn't like Petr Yan. I don't think that's the right approach to go here. It's going to be interesting how this one goes or plays out. But anyway, in terms of the picks, in terms of the confidence levels from the Locks of Trash video, this is where we had it. In terms of how my confidence levels change after the weigh-ins and the face-offs, I got to say a little bit more confident in our boy Peyton Talbot. Just seeing Henry Cejudo not have the best weight cut, and the size difference between these two is absolutely insane. Got to make you a bit more confident in Peyton Talbot this week. And then Vettori versus Ferreira. I had this initially after, because I did this part of the sideshow after the initial morning weigh-ins earlier this morning. After seeing Brunno Ferreira look that damn terrible on the scales this morning, I put it as more confident in Vettori. But I will say, after the ceremonial weigh-ins, he looked a lot better. He looked a lot more filled in. So I don't know if he's capping. I don't know if he was acting with the whole limp thing. I mean, you guys saw that. I don't know what's going on with Brunno Ferreira. Is he acting, or is he just strategically cutting weight to get an advantage over Vettori? I don't know. So maybe a tad bit more confident in Vettori, just seeing how bad Brunno Ferreira looked this morning, but not a whole lot. And same with Naimov versus Santos. Santos looked a lot better at ceremonials, but at the early morning weigh-ins, when the first time they had to make weight, he looked like shit. He looked terrible out there. So it doesn't really change my confidence levels a ton. Like I said, or like I have it here, I'm not changing anything around. I'm just going to leave it where it is. Call it a day. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know those little points about what stood out to me from these weigh-ins. But anyway, guys, that does it for the video, for the weigh-in recap. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're new here. Stick around for the more videos. I got my best bets video coming later, either later tonight or early tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a banger video. Got some fun bets we're going to talk about. I'm super excited for that. But in the meantime, it's your boy Jacob from Topside MMA. Thank you guys so much for all the love on the recent videos. And I'm out. So peace.